And it is time for Shift into Your Greatness Live. Yes, today is September 26th. And actually, this is the 7th episode of Shift into Your Greatness. I am your host, Arletta Moore, your inspiration and motivational speaker and author of Motivated for Greatness. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. So happy that you guys joined in. Hello, Marilyn. How you doing? I am excited today, but today is a topic that I know everybody has been talking about it for the past week. But before we get into today's topic, because we're going to talk about politics today, and reason being that we have a debate, and I hope everybody out there watching, you guys will be watching the debate at 9 p.m. Central, no, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, and all you West Coast family, yeah, y'all know what time to come on. But I hope everybody will be watching the debate. But hey, before we get on to today's topic, I want to let you guys know some great news. Shift into Your Greatness Live is on YouTube. Yeah! It's on YouTube. So I have put together all of the episodes that I've had here on Facebook Live. It is now on YouTube. So just go to YouTube and / my name, Arletta Moore, and you will see the past episodes. Now, I did a little tweak to the video. I had some things shifted around. I created some things. I have an intro going on. I have an outro and music. So don't forget, if you missed an episode and you don't want to go through my timeline, hey, thank you for all the likes and the thumbs up. I appreciate it. So if you don't feel like going through my timeline to say, okay, when Arletta talked about this, when, or whatever, I have them all numbered, everything laid out on YouTube. So go to my YouTube page, just search for Arletta Moore, and you will find it. And there, you can watch the past episodes of Shift into Your Greatness Live on YouTube. And the other thing is, don't forget to check out my website. Now, I have done something new on there. For those of you who have not bought the book, I have a special gift for you to get a little piece of the pie of the book. So what I did is I put in just one chapter of the book is now on my website. So you can go in, put in your information, and bam, you download it, and there you go. You'll have chapter 4 of my book. And that will give you a little piece of the pie of what the book is about and entice you to even buy it. So the next step will be buying it, but I want to give all of those who go out to the website, give me their information to go out there and register on the website, and then you will get a free copy of a chapter of my book. And that is absolutely wonderful. So I want to say hello to everybody that joined. Hey, Marilyn. Hey, Becky. Hey, Zena, my favorite cousin in the whole wide world. Thank you so much. And Kimberly. Oh, I haven't talked to you in so long. Thank you. And Kimberly, you were the one that gave me the name for everyone that purchased the book. They're part of the what? Greatness Alliance. Yes. And I took your suggestion, and I thank you so much, and now it's all over the place. Greatness Alliance Club has been building. We have over 100 members in that group. So thank you, Kimberly, for your suggestion. And hey, you can get into that group as well. Just go to my website, www.arlettamore.com, and purchase a book. And you can be also part of Greatness Alliance Club. So thank you. Yes, thank you. So with that being said, let's get into it, people. So I wanted to come on here last week because of all the things that's been going on in our community, or just in our nation. The shootings that happened in Oklahoma City, oh no, not Oklahoma City, but Tulsa, Oklahoma, and the shootings that happened in Charlotte, North Carolina. So here is my take on that. This is another part of greatness. Greatness, as I told you guys, motivated for greatness and shifting into your greatness is about an all around wellness of what's going on with you and what's going on in the world, because it does affect you later down, sometime in your life. So here's the thing. I have been watching, I have been seeing everybody posting things on Facebook, and this whole Black Lives Matter, and the whole thing. And granted, I have talked to some of my counterparts, my Caucasian family, and they also are, down for the cause too. But their thing is all lives matter, and we get it, we understand this. But here's my take. We have to stop. We have to stop complaining if we're not out there voting. And I'm not talking about just voting on a federal level, but voting on a local level. And reason being, the local level voting, those chief, sheriff, and your governor and your mayor and the council and the city council people, and all of those people are on your local ballots. And when it's time for us to go out there and vote for the local people, we don't come out there in numbers. We only come out in huge numbers when it's on a national level when it comes to voting. And here's the problem. If you think about how our government is ran, federal government really cannot get involved in a local or state level. That is for the state to get involved. Until the state has depleted its resources and don't know what to do, then the federal government will get involved. But until that happens, the federal government has nothing to do with it. It all boils down to the state level, to the city level. So here's my thing. Thank you, Jamil, for joining. Here's the thing. Go out there and vote for your governors, for your mayors, for your chief of police, because all of those are people that are elected into those offices. And those are the people, and even their state attorney general, your lieutenant, everybody, your secretary of state, all of those people are voted in on a local level. And they are the ones that make the rules or the laws for us on that level. And here's the thing. And Zena said people don't realize how critical primaries are. And that is so true, Zena. That's what's important. You know, the guys that, the police officers in Baltimore. So the state attorney general, so you know what happened to, what's his name? I can't think of his name. I want to say Eric Gardner, but I don't think that's it. But anyway, the young man that got choked, that got handcuffed, and the police put him in the back of the police squad and choked him, or he talked about he couldn't breathe, he can't breathe, and he actually died. Well, all those police officers, so what happened is that they charged them something crazy. They charged them on something that they couldn't even find evidence on. Freddie Gray. Thank you, Jamil. I don't know, where did I get, Eric Gardner was the, I can't remember. But anyway, yes, thank you, Freddie Gray. So they got charged all these crazy charges on them, and guess what? Of course they couldn't find any evidence because of the way they charged them. So that is the point that I'm trying to make. We have to start voting on a local level. That's how all the I feel bad for all the people that got hurt during the protests in Charlotte. But here's the thing. Protest without an agenda is a waste of time. And there were people here in Atlanta protesting. But we have to protest with an agenda to make some changes. Because they protested in Missouri. They protested in Florida. They protested in all these other cities that they protested in and basically rioted in Baltimore. But the stuff is still happening. Baltimore happened what, last year? Even in Charleston, what happened with the guy that shot the what they call the Charleston Nine? They did protest there. So my thing is this: we have to first go out there and vote, and then here's the catcher: we have to start putting money into this campaign. And here's where I'm going to. Here's where I'm going. When people get elected into office, the people that supported them, yes, Jamil says the only protest that makes this exactly is money. Thank you, Jamil. This is what I'm trying to say. When we go out there and vote on a local level, we have to also support them financially. Because guess what? If we support them financially and tell them, hey, these are our concerns, this is what I want you to address and fix, they have an obligation to you to make sure that they do what they have to do to adhere to any of your concerns and make sure changes are made. But you can't force them to. You can. Listen, what I was trying to say, you can't force them to make something if you haven't been out there supporting them in the beginning, because they have an obligation to the people that put them in office. That's their first priority. And granted, people talk about our political system is very corrupt, but this is how we can have it work in our favor. I don't understand is millions of Americans out there. Why do we allow a small group of people determine our fate? I don't get that. Gray neck was, his neck was broken in the van. Thank you. So I don't get it. We have a small group of people that makes decisions for millions of Americans. But we have the power, but we don't utilize it. We sit back and expecting somebody else to talk for us. We can't allow other people to talk for us. So my thing is this: if there's a know your senator, every state that I go to, every city that I live in, I try to find out who is my congressperson, who is my senator, and I actually send them an email. Granted, some of them respond, and it's probably just an auto response, but I want them to know that, hey, Arletta is here, and I want you to know me. I also contribute to some of the granted, I contribute to Barack Obama's campaign, which is good, but Barack Obama is still on a federal level. He's not on a local level. There's nothing he can do. So my thing is this, people. We are in election year. Granted, election is less than 90 days away. And we having a debate going on today, which is I'm going to make sure I have some popcorn and some snacks, have my phone turned off, because I'm going to be tuned in. So watch me on Facebook or Twitter or whatever, because I will be responding on some of the, I don't know what's going to go down, but I will. Oh, Johnny Young says, don't forget the systematic white supremacy, because that's going to be a problem. That's why, Johnny, that's why you have to go out and vote. Okay? That is the number reason why you have to go out and vote and voice your opinion and not allow other people to dictate or tell you what should or should not happen. So, with that being said, guys, I'm not going to be on here long because I'm making some spaghetti tonight, and I'm going to cook my dinner so that everything is ready for tonight's debate. If you have not registered to vote, go out there and register. As soon as I moved to the state of Georgia and got my license, I went on and registered to vote. And I have my registration voter's card or whatever. I'm not going to lie. I don't care how many rules they put in that you need your ID and you need this and you need to go there and all this other stuff. I'm not allowing anything to deter me or set me back for voting. And Jamil says, I know, and I tried of people. I'm tired of people saying Barack Obama did nothing when they didn't show up for the midterm election. Yes. And Johnny says, that's nice, but unfortunately it won't change the heart of some people. That's the problem. I'm not worried about those some people. And you can't allow that type of mentality to get in your head to not do something. The point is, we need to do something. And I know everybody always talk about millions of people, or I'm going to say millions of people died to give us the right to vote. And why aren't we exercising that right? Whether you like Hillary Clinton or whether you don't like Donald Trump or vice versa. Granted, I'm not a big fan of neither one of them, to be honest. But I am going to vote because I'm not going to lose my right to somebody else that disagrees with what I believe in. And then now I have to go through 4 years of that nonsense because I didn't go out there and vote. And I know a lot of people talk about, well, really our votes don't really count because of electoral colleges and all that other mess. Regardless, I'm going to vote. So the electoral colleges that's in the state of Georgia, which granted Georgia is known to go Republican, I'm still going to vote because that one vote could send those electoral colleges that's in Georgia to the Democratic or Republican side. I'm not voting for Republican. Democrat. That's what I'm trying to say. Democrat side. And I'm not going to allow somebody else to speak for me. And guys, I want you guys to do the same. Go out there and support the local officers or whatever you call it, local people that run in office. Go out there and support them. Understand their agenda. Understand their platform. What did they vote for? What did they not vote for? Those type of things. And I know people say, well, I ain't got time for that. I got family and I got all this other stuff. But then don't complain when the favor is in somebody else's that you don't agree is in their favor. When they decide whatever they decide on and it's something that you don't agree with, don't complain about it. Because those small little things, just getting information, because we have an internet system that we can go on and Google just about anybody. So it doesn't take that much time. Investigate these people that are in office. And make sure that your voice is heard. Whether you got to send emails, whether you have to go to their office and say, I have a right to talk to my senator today. Whoever that is. You have that right. Go out there and use that right to go out there and vote and research these candidates. I'm sorry, I gotta get some water. I'm getting so excited that I need to get some water because I am so tired of us complaining and doing nothing, and protests and riots does nothing when we don't have an agenda. We need to have an agenda. We need to tell people that these police officers need to be held accountable for their actions. And they should not be on a paid leave absence. so that they can investigate. So they're taking a vacation while they're investigating, and they're still getting paid. We need to tell our senators, our chief of police, or our sheriff of the county, we need to tell them that is not right. If you kill somebody and they don't have a gun on them and their hands is up and you feel like you feared your life, then you need to be fired and you need to go to jail. And the young lady that went to jail in Oklahoma, and she got off on bond because she feared her life, well, she should have thought about that before she pulled a gun out on that man. And that's what they need to make an example. So when police officers go out there, they will think, do I want to go to jail for the rest of my life? Or what, do I need to apprehend this person in a different form and not kill them? They got taser guns, they got all this other extra, they got mace, whatever they have. They got all this extra stuff that they could use instead of a gun to kill somebody. That's what we need to tell our Congress people. We need to have these police officers held accountable. Make an example out of somebody. And so when that person, the next person that goes through the academy, that is taught and that is learned and that they understand, I need to be more thoughtful before I make a decision. And I know their lives is in danger. I know all of this is going on with them. I understand that. But if they have the training to know how to think quick on their feet instead of quick with a gun, then we would not be talking about this today. And then they will also understand that when I do this, how many other lives am I affecting? I'm not just because I'm trying to protect my life and shoot this person because I feel like I'm in danger, but look at all the other lives they affect, especially in Charlotte. They had riots. There was somebody that got killed during the protests. So that person, and granted, that was a black cop that shot that boy or man, but still, he's still a cop. He still acted fearlessly or scared, and you want to go and shoot. And Johnny says, I don't believe in voting anymore. We have to elect our own politician, someone who will speak for us and cater to us. Okay, Johnny, then you can be that person. If you don't like the people that's in office, then you run. We have to stop making that an excuse. Or if you know somebody that will be a good politician, then you promote them. Do you know when you get your election ballot, you can write, even if you don't want to vote for anybody on the ballot, you can write in your name. But at least you voted. You may not have voted for that person, but you voted. You went and voted and put in your name. You have the right to do that. And he said, did it? I'm not sure what you mean by did it, but you can't. It makes a difference. But I'm not going to go back and debate back and forth. All I'm saying is use your voice. Go out there and make a difference in somebody else's life. So you don't like what the politicians is doing. Go out there and volunteer. Go out there and go to Big Brothers and Big Sisters. Go out there and clean a schoolyard or a park. So we have to think outside the box. If we don't like something, we have the ability to change it. And we can change it by if we empower or inspire one child or one boy or one girl in a community to change their life, then that is a step forward to bettering our future. So don't allow the system to say, I'm not doing nothing because I don't like the way the system is. Do something. Volunteer your time. Impact somebody else's life, whether it's a child, whether it's a man. Go to the prison system, read them a book, or go to the look. I've been volunteering for the foster care system here in Georgia. Go out there. There's millions of kids out there in the foster care system that people don't even talk about as much. Nobody really talk about that. And I put this on Facebook 2 days ago that 50% of the proceeds, that whoever buys the book from now until the end of the year, half of the proceeds will go to the foster care system. Because I have to make a change in other people's lives. It's not about me all the time. It's about helping somebody else. That's how we can change this world. We so inundated about, oh, it's about me and why they ain't doing nothing for me, blah, blah, blah. We have to get out there and do something for somebody else. That's the other thing we can do to change the society and change the way people are thinking. Empower somebody. Take on a little sister or a little brother. Go out there and read to the people that's in prison. I'm just naming stuff, but I don't know what you can do. But do something. Take somebody. Use your car to take somebody to the polls to vote. You know you can do that as well. You can be a volunteer to take people that don't have cars, especially our elderly, that don't have the ability to go out there to the polls and vote. Guess what? You can be a person that volunteers to take them people to the poll. So we really don't have an excuse. And we really don't need to complain about nothing because we have the power to change. So I'm sorry, guys, I went on a long tangent because I'm very passionate about this. I'm very passionate about empowering and inspiring people to make changes, changing our thinking, changing that slave mentality. Don't let me I don't even want to go there, but that's another topic, or that's another episode. But we have to change our mindset. We have to start thinking outside the box. Stop allowing excuses to say, well, I can't do this because millions of people ahead of us, hello, we are in a much better situation than we were 50 or 60 years ago, even 100 years ago. We are in a better position today. Granted, we ain't all the way there. We have a lot of work to do. Yes. But it takes all of us. Black, white, Mexican, Chinese, Indian, every American. It takes all of us to make that change. Not just a small group, not just the chain. What's the organization? The change. Color. Change of color. What is it called? Color of change. I forgot anyway. What's his name? My mind is Jesse Jackson's group. The Rainbow Coalition, and Reverend Al Sharpton's group. We think, or the NAACP, or whatever. We shouldn't just put all our focus and just tell them, hey, something's wrong. We need y'all to come over here and fix it. No, we go fix our own community. And Johnny said, as a people, we have to also upgrade our finances because how can we empower? Yeah. I talked about that. Johnny, go to YouTube. I talked about finances last week, but about taxes and the week before. So greatness is not just about just your mind. It's about your spirit. It's about your body. It's about your finances. And now we're talking about political because it affects all of us. That is my message. So guys, I've been on here a long time. Thank you, all of you guys that came on here, that joined, that listened to my rant. Now, Shauna say power to the people. I love you, Shauna. So, with that being said, guys, last couple of episodes I didn't ask anybody to have any questions. I love the dialect. I love the back and forth. I love it all. Johnny also says, no, we are not in a better position. 1865, black people own 1.5% of the nation's wealth. Today we are, and you know why that happened. Johnny, you already know that. Black Wall Street. Yes. So, thank you, Johnny. I appreciate your comments because you are on point. But we do have to change our mindset and we do have to change our finances. That is true. Check out my past episodes on YouTube, and I can tell you I gave my little rant about that as well, how that is important in our lives of getting greatness. So, with that being said, anybody have any questions? Because I got to get ready for the debate so I can watch it. I got to cook my dinner. Any questions? I love it. I love you guys. I'll give you a couple of seconds while I drink my water. Any questions? Jamil said, thanks, Arletta. Thank you as well. You are very wise. Thank you, Johnny. I love you, Johnny. Thank you so much. All right. No questions. I love you guys. Until next time, I will be posting this on YouTube, so you guys get to watch me rant again on YouTube. I'm pretty proud of myself by putting that video together. Zena, thanks. Great topic, cuz. Thank you so much for coming in. It's because of you guys that I'm able to express this and talk about it. So, if there's no questions, don't forget, we're always on Facebook. 7 p.m., 6 p.m. Central. Mondays, every Monday, shift into your greatness. We're here, at least I'm here, so that we all can be educated. So we're educating, motivating, and getting you to greatness, because that's the ultimate goal, is to get to greatness, because the powers that be up there want us to live a great life. With that being said, I love you guys. I will talk to you next Monday at 7 p.m. And you guys be blessed. And don't forget, watch the debate. And don't forget to vote. All right. Talk to you guys next Monday.